Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back if you aren't new here. My name is Lauren and I run a small business called Flinwiki, and I make videos about that alongside making random little videos about baking, my garden, my life and various other things like that. So if you like the sound of that, then please continue watching. It is the Friday before the Djerriwarrh Festival. If you guys saw Monday's video this week, then you would know that I have been prepping for this festival for the past couple of days. I wasn't able to sew as much as I wanted to in that last video, so I'm going to be sewing for the rest of the day today, but it is 4:30. So it's getting a bit late. I have been sitting on the couch pretty much since I got home from working with the market coordinator this morning because I have been editing the YouTube video that went up last Friday. I have been pretty stressed, but I think I'm still kicking goals. I'm still proud of where I'm at with how much I need to do and how much I've gotten done. I have my iPad here in front of me that has my to-do list on it, and I have gotten a few things done on it, so I'm just going to check those off so I don't repeat myself. Okay, so I've gotten a few things done, but I still need to sew some items and get a lot of little random bits and bobs done for the market tomorrow. Just a quick rundown of the market. I would go into this later, but I think I'm gonna forget. So the Djerriwarrh Festival is a major festival in Melton, which is about 40 minutes outside of Melbourne, 15 minutes away from me. So it's going to be a really quick and easy drive to get there, which I'm very grateful for because the day is going to be very long. We are probably going to leave our home here tomorrow morning at about 8:15, 8:30ish, I think. Probably more 8:30, but we're going to leave the house at 8:30 where our bump in time is 9. So we're leaving at 8:30 because it is about 10 minutes away, but I want to make sure that we are in the line raring to go at the time that we're supposed to be. There is a little part of me that wants to go a little bit later because the later I am, the further I am towards food and bathrooms. So I think I might leave a little bit later than 8:30, but 8:30 is the goal. Once we're there, we have to unpack our gazebo first and set the gazebo up with the weights on it so that they can have the next person set up the gazebo, because the way it works is that one person gets bumped in, they set up the gazebo, and then we're packed in like sardines from that first person. So we need our gazebo up and in so that they can put the next gazebo up and against ours. Once the gazebo is up, then we have to unload the rest of our stuff, move our car away, and then the next person obviously does the exact same process. I think last year they did 3 cars putting the gazebos up at a time. Then as they finished setting up the gazebos, they started unloading things. Once everyone was done setting up the gazebos, then you moved them all over and packed us in. That's how I think it worked last year. And then we have an allocated car park that we have to have a printed car parking pass in our car for. So I've got to make sure that that's printed and in my car. I usually print 3 copies and put one in my glove box, one on the front of my car, and then I keep one with me just in case. So I need to print those and make sure that they're done. Then we can trade from the time that we finish setting up. It usually takes me about an hour, maybe an hour and a half if I'm being really slow, to set up my stall. So I should be done by 10ish. And once I'm done, I can start trading, but the festival doesn't start until I think 12. I might be wrong, it might be 11, but I think 12. We just have to be in before the parade, which maybe the parade is at 11. I'm getting my times mixed up, but that's not the point. Anyway, my partner will be coming with me in the morning and doing the first 4 hours with me. Then I will be alone for 5 hours, like 4 to 5 hours. And then my dad will be dropping my mum off to help me for the last 4 to 5 hours. And then I think he's going home and coming back later to pick mum up. And on the way to the festival, he's going to pick up my partner, and my partner's going to help me pack up while my mum heads off. I think that's how this is going to work. I don't actually know for sure yet, but it is a very long day because the trading is supposed to start at 12 and it doesn't finish until 9:30. So this festival has fireworks that go off roughly at 9:30. As soon as we hear the first firework, we're allowed to start packing up, but we cannot go and get our cars until the majority of the pedestrians and people are out of the festival. So once the fireworks finish going off, there is a massive rush of like 20,000 people leaving this one big firework area. So it takes a while for those people to leave. I think last year we weren't able to get our cars until 10:30. So that's about an hour of just people leaving, which is insane. So now that I've run through all of that, I'm actually just gonna get stuck straight into sewing, and then I'll run through everything that I need to do after I sew a little bit, because I really need to sew a lot. Hello everybody and welcome back to me. It is 6:20. I am just getting up my to-do list now to see what I have left to do, but I did get all the bibs done that I wanted to get done, and I have all the dummy clips done, and then all those pouches are all done as well. So I'm pretty happy about that. I don't have my list on my phone. It is on my iPad. But, alright, I came back downstairs because my iPad was downstairs. So I have my big to-do list. I got 2 large bibs done instead of 3. Technically speaking, I think I have a third cut, but I actually don't know where it went. So I'm going to ignore that one. I was planning on making 2 more small bibs, so if I have time later tonight, I might work on those, but I probably won't prioritize that. Otherwise, I did want to make up these dummy clips. This is so hard to show you with one hand. I did want to make up these 3 dummy clips, and they don't take that long to make, but I don't know if I'll have time for that either. Otherwise, I still need to pack all the tubs and pack the car. I need to stamp some bags. I have these white paper bags that I bring to markets for sales, and I stamp my business name, Flynnwiki, onto the front and the back so that I can give them out to people and they can walk around and show off my brand. But I need a heap more of those because I'm really running low on them. Then I need to print off some hang tags for bibs, pouches and jackets and attach all of those tags to those items. Plus I need to attach more tags to the tote bags that I have, but I already have those ones printed, so that one doesn't matter. And then I need a bit of signage, and I need to do some printing, but that doesn't matter as much because that'll literally take 30 seconds. So that's all that I've got going on. I will try to film a little bit more. The house is looking like an absolute bomb site, so I am hoping to clean up a little bit at some point, but I'm not sure when that'll happen. So I will talk to you guys later, if not maybe you'll just see me packing the car or something like that, and then I will talk to you tomorrow morning. Everybody, it is Saturday morning. I am dressed. I've had a shower. My hair's looking a bit chaotic because I've still got to fix it after my shower. Yeah, we're getting ready. It is 7:50. We woke up later than we usually do today because we had a bit more time to get ready than usual. So I'm taking advantage of that by getting a bit more rest. But because I was excited, I woke up at 5. So that's really nice because I was allowing myself to sleep in until past the usual time that I get up at least. And I turned off all the alarms, but just woke up as if it was Christmas. So I'm pretty nervous, to say the least, about today. Everything looks good in terms of weather still, but it has changed since the start of the week. So I wasn't really mentally prepared to deal with another extreme wind day. But it turns out that it is going to have higher winds for a longer amount of time than last week. So if you watched last week's videos, then you may know that where I was, I ended up having to take down my gazebo and take down my stall because the winds were so high that my stall was leaning over. So I'm a bit nervous now because it was lower winds than last week for only like 3 hours or a 3-hour time slot. Now it's higher winds for a 6-hour time slot. So to say the least, kind of freaking out now because it is also going to be extremely hot. So it's so far the hottest day of the year, which isn't saying much because it is the start of summer, but I reckon we didn't have a really summery summer last summer. How many times am I going to say summer? Yeah, last year it was raining almost every single market that I did, and it didn't really get hot at all, which is kind of funny to be honest. But this time around it's been hot early on and it's going to continue to be hot. So last night was a really restless sleep because of the heat, and then yeah, waking up early didn't help. So I will be bringing all of my medication just in case I get a migraine. Otherwise I think we're pretty prepped for it all. I did kind of want to make a couple more bibs, but I don't think that's going to happen. I did all the printing that I needed to do last night, so I'm pretty certain I've got everything printed. I did almost drown myself in the shower this morning though. I went under the water but didn't realise how far under the water I was, and then breathed in through my nose, so that was fun. I also didn't end up filming packing the car because it did end up getting dark. Sorry. So I couldn't film, but that's alright, you didn't miss much. It was the same old, same old. Anyway, I'm going to continue getting ready and I will hopefully film setting up a little bit, hopefully. vlog, it's gonna look like I don't have a top on apart from the straps, which is way too much skin. It is currently 10 past 11 p.m. We pretty much only just got back. If you hear any squeaking or moving in the background, it's my dog. She's just been put in her crate, so she's just getting comfortable. Today was eventful, uneventful, stressful, completely calm, and very hot. I have no idea what I look like right now. I have not looked in a mirror. But we left the house at 8:30 and we got back at 11. So that can tell you about our day. For now, but I think tomorrow morning I will fill you in on the rest of the details. I'm supposed to have Ainsbury Market tomorrow, which I still would really like to do, and it would bulk up this video a little bit, if it needs any bulking up. I don't know if it needs bulking up, but yeah, I think I'll probably just film a couple clips of tomorrow's market, hopefully, if I do it. Otherwise, you will hear from me tomorrow morning about the wrap up of this market today and more. I just thought I'd pop in because I didn't get a chance to talk to you all day. So I hope you enjoyed the clips of the market. I know there weren't heaps, but I hope you enjoyed anyway, and I will see you soon. Hey everybody, it's raining and I don't know whether or not you're going to be able to hear me very well, so I might cut this out, but I just thought I'd say that it is 7 a.m. and I am going to Ainsbury today. The stall fee for Ainsbury is $75, so all I need to do is double it and make $150 at least. So I think we'll be okay. Once the gazebo's set up, all of my stuff will be underneath shelter, so it should be fine, and I'm pretty sure that when it's rained in the past, people have still been walking around in there. Because it's a monthly market, a lot of people go there every single month to get produce or to get presents for family or to just go on their monthly walk around a market, and they really like that. So I chose to still go. I'm not wearing any makeup today, but I do look a little tired, and my throat is kind of hurting a little bit after yesterday. So we'll see whether or not I'm getting sick tomorrow, but for now, we've just got to drive to Ainsbury, so I'll see you there. That's all stuff that needs to be washed. That stuff needs to be wiped. And this is everything that was clean enough to just go away. It is Monday now. I spent the rest of yesterday after the Ainsbury market just resting because I was so exhausted from Saturday and yesterday. Doing market events is not for the faint-hearted. So if you do market events, please remember that it's hard. It's something that takes a lot of energy, and it's something that you need to rest from afterwards. But I thought that because I didn't give you guys a rundown of how either day went, I would sit down quickly and spend a couple minutes explaining to you how the events went at the end of the day, how much money I made, and all those gory details for your benefit. So first things first, let's chat about the Djerriwarrh Festival, because I didn't end up being able to talk to you guys very much at all afterwards because it was like 11 o'clock at night and I was exhausted, and I didn't get to chat to you in the morning because the Ainsbury market was on. So the stall fee for the Djerriwarrh Festival was $150. It was technically $130, but it was $20 extra for renting some extra weights. They have a weight rule of 40 kilos per leg, so they supply 20 kilo weights for you because most stall holders only have 20 kilos. So the additional 20 kilos makes 40 kilos that we need. So yeah, that was really good that they were available because we managed to get those rather than having to spend $80+ on another set of weights. But at the end of the day, the Djerriwarrh Festival was so hot that it was really slow foot traffic. Last year, the Djerriwarrh Festival was the best one I've ever done. It was the best market event I've ever done. It was the best profit I've ever done. I was really proud of myself afterwards. It was a long day. I had a headache afterwards. I was exhausted, but I did it. and then I spent the whole next day resting because I needed it. But yeah, Saturday's market was just so hot that I was drinking water all day. Didn't really have much of an appetite, but I forced some food down at lunchtime, forced some food down at dinner time. The event itself technically went from 12 until 9:30, but we had to leave home else to drive my car for me last year. So that's why that was the plan, for my dad to pick up my partner so that my partner could drive and I wouldn't have to, because I assumed I would be exhausted again. What ended up happening was my partner stayed until the end of the day because he realized that it was just too hot for me and my pots to handle. I don't know, I think I've mentioned it in another video. I have pots. I don't like talking about it. If you have any questions about it, best to Google. But yeah, my pots sort of flared up a little bit while it was really hot. So I ended up sitting in a chair, almost passing out, and actually passing out when my partner was up and catching things because of the wind, and then it was so hot that we were just constantly having to get water. We had a 2.4 litre bottle of water, and I think my partner went to go and fill it up maybe 3 or 4 times because together we were sharing that bottle, and we just kept on drinking it. And then that was alongside having food and Coca-Colas and like Pepsi and, you know, drinking all of these other drinks as well as the water. It wasn't just water. And it was also probably more than that because we had a whole bag of ice that was only half full by the end of the day because I was eating ice the whole day. It was just really hot and we weren't used to it, and all the stall holders was sort of a bit like, this is awful. But yeah, it ended up being an okay day. But in terms of sales, the nitty-gritty sales part of the day was the stall fee being $150. Petrol doesn't really matter because it's 10 minutes away. I'm not going to include anything like that. I would include food, but my parents ended up coming down in the afternoon and purchased lunch for us. So thank you, parents. So realistically, in $150 stall fee, we made $372, which is not really good for a festival. It's good because my bare minimum is to just double whatever the stall fee was. That's my absolute bare minimum, but 372 is just not good enough for a festival. For a market, sure, but a festival, no. That's just not good enough for a festival. And it was purely because of how hot it was. But that happening after last weekend's 2-day festival that I made way less than I thought on the first day, and I had to pack up like halfway through on the second day because of the wind. That means that the 2 festivals that I've had that were supposed to gain me the most profit this year have both just absolutely drained me, to be honest. I haven't gotten much out of them at all. And I only have 1 festival left for the end of this year, and then it's just markets. So that was a little bit annoying, but I think I just need to get over it because it's been and gone. I can't control the weather. I can't control people's choices to not go out and heat. In my head, I was just like, wait a minute. So I've already made my minimum for Djerriwarrh, which is fine. And then I've already made the stall fee back for Amesbury, which means that anything I make at Amesbury is pure profits. It's fine. So I was expecting to have a pretty good day yesterday, but I turned out to be wrong in that sense as well because it was raining, which is the complete opposite of the day before. It was literally opposite weather. neither day was good for a market at all, because Saturday being so hot, the sun bearing down on us, it was just ridiculous heat strokes and sunburn and exhaustion and all of that happening one day, and then the next day it was cold and wet, and it was not just a little drizzle, it was wet. There wasn't so much rain that it was hard to set up or hard to work around. It was actually pretty fine. It was just pretty constant, so the ground was really muddy. It's on like a homestead sort of land area, not under any cover or anything like that. So the ground was really muddy, but wasn't a big deal. I was sort of like, yeah, it'll be fine. So I went anyway. I didn't cancel. I went because the wind was going to be low. So I just thought there's no harm in doing it. I got to make $3 to cover the stall fee, like including yesterday's money, and then everything else is profit. I'll be making that. That'll be fine. So I went, I set up everything. All of my stuff was pretty dirty. I think I already shared a clip from yesterday when I unpacked my car. I organized it into what could be hosed down, what needed to be wiped down carefully, and then what could actually come inside that was clean, because there was not much that could come inside that was clean. But yeah, I set up everything and I was happy with how it all looked, and I set myself up in the background with my laptop and wrote some blog posts and edited some YouTube video clips and things like that. And I made one sale right at the end of the day. As I was starting to pack up, I made one sale of the cheapest item in my stall, which is $4. So as I said, from the Jerry Festival money, I thought to myself, all I need to do is make $3 and that'll cover the stall fee. Everything else is profit and I'm happy, I'm all good to go, which technically means I made $1 of profit for the whole weekend. $1 of like pure into my bank account perfection, $1, which isn't very good. Granted, I know for a fact that if I had stayed home from Amesbury, I would not have done anything. I would have sat on the couch and I would have given myself permission to relax. So being at Amesbury, I was actually more productive and got more stuff done than I would have. So I was actually pretty okay with it. I also liked being out in the cooler weather after the Saturday heat. I was pretty okay with the weather being kind of crap. It was a really nice environment. I met somebody new who I got along with really well, and I think I made a new friend. Basically, all I wanted to say was that it did end up being a great day in terms of productivity and my happiness being in the cold air. But yeah, in terms of sales and money and income, I am not thrilled with the weekend. Anyway, I'm gonna end the video right now. I am still pretty tired. I'm gonna spend a little bit of time today relaxing, but otherwise I'm actually prepping some videos for Vlogmas today. I'm very excited about it. I'm gonna spend the majority of the day filming different various things, and yeah, as I said, I'm super excited about it, to be honest. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, then please make sure you like it down below. If you have any questions about markets, festivals, events, my business, anything like that, then comment it down below and I will try my best to answer any questions. And if you really enjoyed this and you really enjoyed me, then please make sure to subscribe. That would mean the world to me, because I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time to be able to get monetized by January 1st, 2025. Otherwise, as I said, I will love you and leave you. Have a good day or night wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on Monday next week with another video. Oh my god, wait a minute. This is Thursday's video, which means the next video that you guys will see from me is gonna be on Sunday, and it will be the start of Vlogmas. Oh my god, be excited for that. Definitely subscribe so that you can see a video for Vlogmas every second day up until Christmas. So enjoy. I will see you for the start of Vlogmas. Bye!